So after that, couple days, 3 days after that, 2 days, because the 13th, that was on the 11th. On the 13th, I had my neurologist appointment, and then right after that, I got my wisdom teeth taken out. I had 2 wisdom teeth on this side taken out. After that, my mouth was swollen. Like, the side of my mouth was swollen, and I was in so much pain. And I called D. I was like, D, it hurt. Like, my mouth hurts. Like, I was drooling because I was trying not to, like, open my mouth too wide because it hurt. And he was just like, well, baby, we gotta do this photo shoot. I need you for this photo shoot. He was like, you got your clothes together? I'm like, I got some leggings and a t-shirt. He's like, no, I need you to put on the sports bra. I'm like, I don't like showing my stomach like that, because it wrinkly a little bit. He's like, I don't care about all that. They can Photoshop that out, but I need you to show your body just a little bit. I was like, okay, all right, I'm on my way. So I get to the gym, and when I get to the gym, I'm sitting in the office. He coming there. He was like, how you feeling? I'm like, my mouth hurts. Like, I'm in a lot of pain right now. I want to go home. I want to go home. He's like, look, just take a couple of photos, and then you can go. I'm like, D, my mouth swole right here. Like, it's swole. He's like, but when you smile, it don't look too bad. I'm like, oh, my God. He's like, and we just won't take it from that angle, but I need you. I'm like, all right, okay. We can get this done, whatever. So where they was having the photo shoot at was inside of like one of those fitness rooms, the little rooms where they do like classes. They had the whole little white backdrop set up and everything, the music playing. So D was standing there getting his picture taken, and then Cook was like, I think you need to put some oil on y'all, like you need some oil. And then the Latino lady, the one that paid for the photo shoot, she was there, like sitting in the corner, just looking. She was like, "Yeah, you need some oil? I'll put it on you." And I'm like, "I got it. You can hand it to me." And then he looked at me, and I was like, "Say something, cause I'll be damned if I sit up here and let another bitch oil you the fuck down in my face. What the fuck? Hell no!" I'm like, "I got it," and I took the oil from him, and I just started like oiling him down or whatever not, cause I'm just like, "Bitch, you tried." You tried. You don't even want this no way. If only you knew, you would simmer the fuck down. But all right. So we get through the photo shoot. Like, we do his little session, and then he wanted me and Jasmine, because Jasmine was there too. And Cook was telling her like, okay, well, this is how I need you tomorrow, this and that. So we doing our own little thing, like taking our pictures, and then me and D took some pictures together as the owners of DC Ultra Fitness and all of this. And I'm just like, okay, we got done with the photo shoot. And I'm like, D, can I go? I'm like, can I please go? He's like, yeah, baby, you can go ahead and go. You can go ahead and go home. Everything, you should be good. He's like, but do you want some sushi? I was thinking about like going to Sushi Q and getting some sushi. And I'm just like, I love me some Sushi Q. He's like, okay, well, stick around. We'll go get some Sushi Q. I'm like, but my mouth hurts. I'm like, I don't think I need to be eating sushi with like my mouth like this. And I'm like, and I'm not really hungry. So I was like, I'm gonna just save Sushi Q for a later date. He was just like, all right, okay, cool. So I end up going home because hell no, my mouth was hurting. So after that, at my neurologist appointment, my neurologist was setting me up to get a CT scan and an MRI done of my head. So a couple of days after that, I went and I got that done. And everything was smooth. We got the photos back from the photo shoot. They look good, but they was just too oily. Like, he was real oily. But other than that, they look straight. And then you can really tell that my face was swollen on the side. They did a good job at, the person did a good job at like hiding how swollen my face was on the side. But yeah. So they set me up for my MRI and all that. I went and I got that done. A couple of days after I got that done, my neurologist called me to inform me that there was spots on my MRI. It wasn't detected on my CT scan, but it was detected on my MRI. I was like, spots, what do you mean spots? He said, there's a little bit of bleeding. I'm like, bleeding? Bleeding? Like, what do you mean bleeding? He was like, you have, from what it appears, you may have a tumor forming. And I was like, what? Like what? He's like, look, we're gonna run some more. We're gonna run some more scans, and we'll go from there, okay? And I'm like, okay, all right, okay. I hung up the phone. So I ended up texting the group chat with my mama, Raven, and Brittany, and I was just like, hey, I just got a call from my neurologist, and they said I have like some small bleeding in my head. And of course, Raven and Brittany, they were just like, oh my God, are you okay? Everything okay? I'm like, I just have, a few headaches, but everything it should be fine. I'm like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm just go and run these other tests, get these other tests done, and like see. But we're gonna be positive here. My mama never said nothing. She never said nothing. So a couple of days went by. I still ain't heard from my mama. Like nothing. So I'm at work one day, and I end up calling my sister Brittany. And I was just like, she was just like, how you feeling? I'm like, everything's fine, but I ain't heard from mama. Did she get my message? And Brittany's like, yeah, she got your message. I was like, well, she ain't said nothing to me about it. She was like, well, mama said she don't care because she know that it's that nigga fault. I'm like, what? She said what? She was like, yeah. So I got off the phone with Brittany, and I called Raven, and I was just like, Raven, I hadn't heard from mama. And Raven's like, yeah, cause mama said she washing her hands with you because she knows it's that nigga fault that your brain like that. I'm like, wow. I'm like, but she can't call me and ask me how I'm doing or anything like that. She was like, no, she is mad. She is mad. I'm just like, but I'm going through something right now. So like, what? She's like, no, she mad. And she said that you only got that brain bleed because of that nigga. It's that nigga fault. So she ain't stun you. She ain't worried about you. She washing her hands with the whole situation. Because until you leave that nigga, she ain't got nothing to say to you. And I'm like, wow. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. And I hung up the phone. So I'm sitting in my car at this point, because I had walked outside to talk to Raven. And I'm sitting in my car, and I start crying. Because I'm just like, yo, not my mama. I'm like, my mama said, she's always been she's always said, like, she washing her hands with me or whatever. But she's always been there. So I'm just like, not my mama. Not when I'm going through something like this. Like, nah, not my mama. But she hasn't called me. Like she hasn't called me. So I'm like, damn, okay. And as I'm sitting there crying, my phone started ringing. And it's a number that I didn't recognize. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Who is this? So I didn't answer it. I hit ignore. I'm like, they'll leave voicemail. That number called back. So I'm like, must be somebody that, that know me, so, because they double calling. So I answered. I was like, hello. They was like, hey, may I speak with Kiana Smith? I'm like, this is her speaking. She's like, hey, this is such and such. I'm with the prosecutor's office for your case. And I'm like, what case? She was like, the case involving you and Darian Coulter.